Let's do this. Okay, in for a penny, in for a pound. I quite enjoyed sitting down and talking to you for the last video, so I'm going to do it again. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring out another Adeline Morin hoodie. So I'd like to say that this makes me part of the Beat Bop crew, hopefully. And we're just going to excuse the fact that I'm just going to pop the Rode mic right there. It's living its best life. It's okay. It's free hanging. Because on the last video I did notice that I was muffled a few times, so excuse me for that. I am getting used to this whole real camera, real microphone, sweat tash with a big light. It's all good. But I want to get better, so I will keep persevering. For the good of my art, shall we say. So I'm just stopping in today to show you a few of my favourite things. I've been mixing things up since I've gotten a little poorer over recent years. For many years I did work at sea, as I've touched on a little bit. As a seafarer, I had fantastic discounts on the ships, so, and also a very good wage. So I did splurge, and I looked after my skincare routine. My face and everything was all fantastic products, and I listened to the advisors in the shops, and I'd use Clarins and Estee Lauder. And these days we're on a budget, so I want to do on a budget in the highest way. So I want to get quality, and I've been doing my best to find that, and here I am to show you what I found. So I'm going to start with a shop that I haven't used in many years. I used to use a lot as a teenager, and then I didn't really forget about it, but I did kind of forget about it. And that is the Body Shop. So first of all, I'm just going to show you this product right here. Let's see, can you see it? Yes, that's focused. So this is a oil control lotion. So it's got SPF 15 in it. It is rich with minerals from seaweed. So it smells, I don't want to say generic, but it's not like sweet perfumed, but it's not bad either. It is a good, it's like a clean smell, if that makes sense, but it is very mattifying. So it does say oil control lotion. So I've been using it on my face. It is a facial moisturizer. It helps defend you against the UVA and UVB, but it really mattifies. I put it on very early this morning. I probably should have put it on again before I did. I'm just looking now going, yeah, shine control probably would have been good about now. No, it's great. I've tried it underneath makeup, so it's nice as a base, and it's just very nice mattifying, and obviously good for going out in all weathers. It's fast becoming my new favourite for a go-to moisturiser. I still use perhaps richer ones or thicker ones in the evening, but in the day, for sure, this is it. This is it, this is it. Cut that out. Okay, and also sticking with the Body Shop, I've gone for, this is called Drops of Light, a pure healthy brightening eye cream. So let's have a little look, see if you can, ooh, can she focus? Oh yes, she can. And braving it whilst I'm up here to show you that it does have one of those cool metal heads, so it's nice and soothing underneath your eye. So one more from the Body Shop, sticking with hydration, and that is this. So which way shall we show you? This way. So it's body yogurt, and this particular one is the banana. So banana is now, this is my second tub of the banana, and it smells so good. You remember the little yellow banana, like chewy sweets as a kid? It smells just like that. But I have had it in strawberry and I have had it in peach. There's lots of different, I want to say flavours, that's not right, is it? Smells, fragrances, whatever they are. But they are so good, because I love a good moisturiser, but I don't like to be sticky. So then I went on to like spray moisturisers, but I don't want to have lots of like different sprays, like, because they obviously end up over your phone, your bedding, wherever you are. Even if you put a towel down, it ends up somewhere. But this is, well, obviously it's called Body Yogurt. I don't know if will you be able to see if I just do that? It looks nice and shiny. I don't know if you can actually see, but it literally just goes straight in. It's amazing. Because then, you know, you can, like, if you're doing it at night, you can put your pyjamas on. If you're doing it in the morning, you can get dressed almost straight away. There's no sort of like waiting time for it to go in. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear the tip tapping. That's the dog outside the door. Oh. So, sticking with what's not beauty as such, but kind of like my go-tos at the moment, my favourites. Over the past 12 to 18 months I have gone blonde. It's definitely blonde. The roots, we're just forget about those, they're going very soon. And since it has become September and autumny, all the autumnal colours are coming out in the shops and I love fall, and I'm thinking, shall I go back to brunette? And I know that my hairstylist will be having kittens if she watches this, because she's like, all the trouble we went to get you blonde. I am going to try and stay blonde, I promise. And to that end I use this product. So this one is, let's bring it up there, Matrix. So it's like a brass off, you know, for blonder hair. It's like a toner, so I try not to actually wash my hair more than 2 or 3 times a week. Is that normal? I don't know. I try and use a bit of dry shampoo in between and try and just keep it a bit healthy without washing it too much. But when I do, about once or twice a week, I will pop this on just to try and stop it from going brassy, and it just brightens it back up again. Amazon do really good deals on this. I think it was like maybe £15 for 2, which does sound expensive, but if you think that it will last you so long because you're using your other shampoos or not washing so often, and it's very much worth it. I do have a toner put on when I get the blonde done, and this just helps the 3 months in between to keep it right up there in top-notch colour. Okay, I should have done this with the face really, but I stuck with the one brand Body Shop. Lush is one of my other top favourite shops to go in. So this has been on my favourites list for such a long time. It's not going anywhere. And this is the, can you see it? Aroma Water. So I think I've said in a previous video, I use this all the time. I just spritz it on top of makeup, under makeup, when I cleanse my face in the morning, throughout the day. I keep looking at the wrong camera. So I just use it all the time. I have mini ones, I have the big ones. I sometimes siphon the big ones into the mini ones if I need them to go out and about with me. It's just so refreshing on my face. It kind of cools you down on a hot day. If you're getting dry skin in the winter, it kind of like moistens you up a little bit if you're on the go. It smells beautiful. It's a good toner for your skin, and it's Lush, so it's vegan. And they recycle their pots. So all many good reasons to be part of the Aroma Water crew. Okay, sticking with Lush then just for one moment. I could do a whole hour-long video on Lush products, but I won't yet. This is one of my other go-tos. Now, I don't actually have a bath. Am I allowed to say that? So if I need to have a bath or I want a little soak, I come to my sister's house and she very graciously lets me bathe. And this would be one of the things that I would go for, and this is Rose Jam. I think she's focused there. It smells to me like Turkish Delight, and I'm a big fan of Turkish Delight. It's just beautiful. Sometimes actually I don't put the whole thing in. It's not like it's a bath bomb. I just like break bits off, and then you can get quite a few baths out of it. But it's just one of my go-to fragrances. Now, of course, we're coming towards well, we're just getting into autumn, but in the autumn winter, the change of season brings out things like Snow Fairy at Lush. So I do try and stock up on Snow Fairy, so I have products that last me through into the new year, because they only come out for such a short time. But in the off season, shall we say, that rose jam is my other go-to fragrance from Lush. Okay, I think I have mentioned this on a couple of occasions, but another favourite store of mine is Victoria's Secret. So I do love all sections of Victoria's Secret. I have many bits of their sports range. I have Victoria's Secret Pink. I have bags and bags, and then a few more bags. I have lots of the underwear, accessories, bag charms, fragrances. They just cannot do any wrong in my eyes. So Victoria's Secret is always on my shopping list, but this is my go-to fragrance, not even just for fall or summer. It's just they bring out others throughout the year. It's nice to try the new smells, but this one, it's called Fresh and Clean. And this one is out all year round. So this one is actually a body mist. I also have like mini mists that have come in sets and things, but I also have the room spray, and I keep the room spray version in my car, and that's my car smell too. So Fresh and Clean from Victoria's Secret is another smell I like to have around. Now, there's a couple of other things that I'd like to say are my favourites at the moment. The Bop Crew, inspired or the brainchild of Adela Morin. She is inspirational to me. If you haven't found her on YouTube yet, please go and look her up, because I follow her on Instagram as well. She has a vlog channel and a main channel. She's like not half my age, but almost. But she is still so inspiring to me, and I'm not ashamed to say that I love watching her videos. She does daily vlogs a lot of the time, and on the occasion when there isn't one, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Oh yeah, go back 7 years and just watch all the old ones. She's been around for a long time. So yeah, she is a favourite of mine, no doubt. And on the line of people who are my favourites, another inspirational person in my life is a current favourite of mine. I want to say that she's a friend. I'd call her a friend. I hope she doesn't mind me calling her a friend. We met because she was performing in a place that I used to work, and we just became friends. She is so inspirational, and I'm going to link her down below because I would like you to just go and visit her Instagram and see what she's up to, because her life is, as everybody's, not taken the normal path, but she is just, can I say angelic? She just seems to glide through everything that flies at her, and she just lives, and for that I feel fully inspired by her every day when I watch her posts. Now this girl, I'm gonna link obviously below for you to go and discover her, but when we met, I found out what she did as a, I don't want to say a real job, because obviously she was performing and that's also her real job, but her other job, her profession, is a singing teacher, a music teacher, and I went and had a couple of singing lessons with her, and in that time we just got on. You know, it's not every day that you meet somebody that you really want to bond with, and this was one of those times. And one of the songs that she suggested to me, having met and we discussed other kinds of songs, was Follow Your Arrow by Kacey Musgrave, and I'd never heard of it before. So I dutifully went out and bought the album. I'll put a picture of it in here because I don't have obviously like a CD album, it's on iTunes, but if you don't know who Kacey Musgrave is, I didn't a couple of years back, and I'm so glad that I do now, because you know, I spend a lot of time in my car, and through all the different ranges of music I listen to, I always end up listening to Kacey Musgrave's album at least once on my journey, and she's so that is another favourite actually, is that album. But also the fact that Chelsea actually introduced me to this new artist. So yes, that's who it is. If you're watching, I hope you're watching. Don't worry if you're not watching. You won't know if I've mentioned you if you're not watching. Yeah, Chelsea Coleman, she is a sensational singer, musician, inspiration. She inspires children and adults to go on and pursue their careers musically. She is a yogi, which I love, because if you saw my other video, I want to start doing yoga, and I might start stalking her posts a little harder or perhaps even ask for her help. But yeah, she's a yogi. She's done some traveling, which is also close to my heart, and she's a vegan. And I've mentioned before that I'm vegetarian, and I find it so hard, and I don't know why, to just take that extra step. It's not that I eat lots and lots of dairy or anything like that, it's just easier. And I know that laziness shouldn't be the key here, but if I wanted to pick something up that did have dairy in it, that's just something that I haven't got around to taking out of my lifestyle yet. But yeah, so there she is. I hope you don't hate me for saying that you're one of my favourites at the moment. You've been one of my favourites for quite a while now, and I'm sure you will carry on being. So yeah, Chelsea, if you're watching, I may be coming for your help, veganism and yogi advice, but in the meantime, keep doing what you're doing. And if you have any fall favourites out there, you guys, please tell me what's on the list. What am I missing? I know we're not quite into autumn as yet, and all the pumpkin spices and Halloween things are going to be coming out, which actually makes me very excited. I'm sure you know by now that I love the fact that Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, the PSL, is in season. So that, of course, that has to be one of my favourites right now. It's just you can't get it all year round, which is very disappointing. I think I've rambled just about enough to say thanks for watching. Please put in the comments any favourites that you have, anything that I should be trying, any different shops that I should be branching out to, affordable yet luxury, is that even a thing? Good for you, good for the environment, and good for my purse. Those are the things that I'm looking for. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Let me know also, it's the second time I've tried this setup now with the camera and the ring light and the Rode mic. I do keep looking in the viewfinder. I'm going to have to cover that up, I think, to make sure that I look at you guys right down the lens. I've definitely waffled far too long. Sorry about that. Another great hoodie moment. No, another me being me video, and that makes me very uncomfortable, but I think it is necessary at this point. I've done a lot of driving with you guys, and you've been dutiful to me and come along for the ride, and now I just want to show a little bit more of who I am and where I'm hoping to head in the coming months. I do have some filming coming up. I'm doing Casualty in a couple of days time, and then back in the shop at the weekend. So in the meantime, pop those comments in, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Ooh, the light low.